The local share market eased slightly today as investors barely reacted to the big money laundering action against the Commonwealth Bank. Here's Alan Kohler.
Well, investors seem unworried about the prospect of $1 trillion in fines for Commonwealth Bank as a result of 53,000 money laundering offences at up to $18 million in fines each. Perhaps they were paralysed with fear or disbelief or apathy. Whatever, the share price fell just 1/3%, barely more than the market as a whole. There were a few nasty prangs though. Suncorp disappointed with its results, while almond grower Select Harvests did an earnings update last night and got ground into almond meal today. Navitas continued tumbling after its results the other day, while Steadfast Group's results were a rare pleasant surprise. Overseas, the markets were quiet, Wall Street up a bit, others down a bit more. And if you think our share market has been getting more jumpy than America's, you're right. Here are the two VIX indexes which track share market volatility. Now, the Australian one has been rising this year, while the American one has been declining. And now there's a fair gap between them. But there's nothing unusual about that. There's always a gap. The Aussie VIX has been below the US VIX just once in the past couple of years, for a day or two in March this year. Iron ore and gold fell today, while the oil price jumped 1.9%, and the Australian dollar stayed between 79 and 80 US cents. Now, a couple of interesting random graphs to finish. South Australian electricity prices are the highest in the land, but the increase there over the past 2 years has been half as much as Victoria's increase, 100% versus 200% in Victoria. And finally, most new jobs over the past 2 years have been in the public service, especially in New South Wales and Victoria. In fact, I reckon the difference, as shown on the graph, between private and public sector employment in those states is incredible. And that's finance.